Hello everyone, my name is MrNJersey and welcome to my channel. In this video we are back with the 7th episode of the new survival series here in Stormworks version 1. Now we've gone through quite a bit of ordeal with our last boat, and this round we're going to be doing a brand new boat, this time a little bit bigger of a boat too. But before we get started with this video, if you are enjoying my videos, don't forget that like and subscribe button and remember to click the little bell icon to be notified of my upcoming content as soon as it gets posted. And while you're watching, let me know your thoughts in the comments below and what else you'd like to see in my future videos. So all said, let's get straight into it and get started with this video. So we're back here with the 7th episode of the survival series. Now for those of you that have missed it, we did do a live stream over on the weekend where we went and did quite a few missions, and we actually put our new survival boat into its paces here, and we found a lot of issues. One was the cabin was a little bit too small, and seems like the NPCs, the people that we were rescuing, kept on bugging it out. It kept on trying to roll itself, so we had a lot of issues with that. And along with that, we also found that it would be quite useful to have a larger boat. So what we did is we actually went and bought a new island here. So this is one of the larger islands here in Stormworks. So we've got a nice big build area to work with. So in this episode, we're going to be starting off by building a brand new boat here in the survival series. This time we're going to be building a much bigger boat. I'm going to focus this boat on still rescue missions. We're obviously going to be able to do some firefighting missions. We're going to have a little bit of more of an interior space, and also we're going to be capable, hopefully, of doing some cargo missions with this boat. So it's going to take us a little while to get the boat going, so I'm going to get the basics done in this episode. Hopefully we'll get the design and the shape going. I've already got something in mind that I'm thinking of building, but let's jump straight into the workbench and let's get started. So we're in the workbench and we have around 60,000 to work with. Now I don't know how much that's going to be good for us. Obviously we can always carry on using the old boat that we have, but we can start actually getting the design and the shape of the boat that we want. Now I'm kind of thinking of going with a twin hull design, kind of like a offshore twin hull kind of vessel, but I'm still, as I said, this is going to be completely fictional. I don't think I'm basing it on anything real, but I'm just going to go straight in. I'm going to start building it. What I'm thinking is building one hull and then duplicating it and splitting it out in two, and then start to build the interior part. So we're going to go with a size of a hull, so I'm thinking something in terms possibly about that size of a hull to work with. I think that'll give us more than enough space here at the back to put some cargo on. We can build something here at the front, and yeah, I think it will be great with space. So let's start by doing this, and I'm thinking of doing, let's do 2, and then we're going to go down there, let's do 2, 1, and 4. So something like that. We're going to do quite a pointed hull here in the front, and we can go, I guess, and start using the wedge pieces. So we can go and use 1, 2. Let's go and get another wedge piece here. Let's get a single wedge piece over here, and then maybe a 4 piece here. So something like that. And then here at the top, what I was thinking of doing is probably starting with this. So maybe doing 1 or 2 of the 1x1 wedges. And then let's see, I'm actually just going to build this out like that, and then I can plan it. So we'll do that, we'll take that off, we'll then back it off by 2, back it off by 2, back it off by 2 again, and then start going into 4s, I think. So we can do 4, 4, and then maybe skip 2 and do another 4. Okay, let's do this part next. Now I was thinking of doing like a step design. So possibly if we were to get a 1x4 permit, so we can start it from there. You can imagine that. So we're going to go there, and let's do there possibly. And then we can start going into the 2x4s. So if we bring this over there, and we can see, you can kind of start to see how I'm stepping this back. I think it's going to look pretty decent, but as I said, we'll play with it and we'll see what kind of design we can get out. So let's just invert this, take this there. Bring this to about there, I think. Grab one of these, stick that there. Okay, that's starting to look half decent, I think. We could even slope it down, but I think that's going to be fine. Let's go and get some 1x2s, and we're going to do a 1x2. Actually, no, we can't. We're going to need a simple 2x2 wedge here. So something like that. And then we're going to go into a 1x2 wedge slanting back. Actually, we can probably do a 2x4 here, I think. There we go. So something like that. And then we're going to slant that all the way back. And I think it would look quite decent. Let's go and start figuring out the rest of what we need. So we need to bring this into a 4. So if we get rid of this, let's see. We should be able to get rid of that piece there, and then we can go into the 4 pieces. So 4x4 inverse pyramids. Grab that, and let's just see. We're going to place it there. We're going to go down. Okay. And then we're going to continue going backwards. So if we grab that again, and let's see, we're going to bring it to about there. And I guess then we would skip 2. Something like that. Back again, skip 2, and then back again to meet up there. So you can see we've got this little bit of a lip. I don't know if actually I want that lip or not. I'm now kind of starting to think that we don't need that. So if we did that, and then maybe skipped 2, so went like that, back, skip 2, and like that. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. We're going to carry on building this, and you'll see that what we're going to do is we're going to, in between here, we'll just use some slopes. So if I go something like that, and something like that, and then here we'll take the 1x4s, and we'll just fill them in here. I think that will look half decent. Obviously, we are sacrificing performance to have these wedges. These wedges do slow you down. You get about a third of speed extra if you use normal wedges, the normal wedges here. So we are trading a little bit of performance for it, but I like how they look, so I'm going to continue using them. Let's go and fill out this area here, and let's see what kind of design we're going to get there. So I think that having a little lip there in the front will look quite nice, but we'll see how we get on. We can start filling out the rest of these wedges. So we're just going to go all the way back like so. Okay, so we have one of the holes now. Now we need to get we need to pretty much go and copy and paste this. So we're going to select, we're going to increase this out. Go to the front, go all the way to the back, and we're going to go and cut it. And then what I was thinking is, let's go and put one, so you can see where the center line is. So we're going to go about there possibly, paste it down, and then go the other side. And before we do that, I am going to go and take this and just do this here, so that I know where the center line is. Okay, we're going to paste that down again, and we're going to find until we find the center line, which is there. And you can kind of start seeing what we're going for. I think that is probably going to be too wide. So I am going to just decrease our space here. So what I can actually go and do is put that down about there. Yeah, about there. And then what we're going to do is just go and unselect, go to this side. We're going to then select it. So we're going to cut it. And we're going to move in by 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Something like that. Now, once again, this is not set in stone. I'm not 100% sure if we are going to be doing this, but I think that kind of design will look quite nice. And I think hopefully it's going to perform quite well too. Now, this actually is sealed, so we should be able to spawn that in and kind of get an idea what that will look like. Okay, you can kind of see it there in the distance. So it's not a small boat. Definitely not. So let's work with that for now, and we're going to start filling things in. Now, what I was thinking is here in the front is if we were to delete that and we were to just take this, and literally this is going to be the deck. You can imagine the deck going all the way to the back there. And we're going to start filling out this front section too. So we're going to go to about there. Let's delete all these extra blocks that we don't need. Get rid of all that. Delete that, and fill that in. And then we can fill that in too. And of course, I will need to go back and start deleting a whole bunch of these blocks that we don't need, all these extra things. But yeah, I think it's coming along quite nice. We can go and even close that in if we want, something like that. A little bit of chunky design for now, but yeah, I think it's gonna look quite good. So we're going to have our, actually I'm going to switch colors. Let's go to a pink design for now, just so I can kind of see where it is. So I'm going to have our bridge kind of systems over there. You're going to be able to walk around here also in the front and possibly do that. So we're going to be able to walk around the front here. This will be nice and open and clean. And then you can imagine we're going to have railings going all around here. So we're going to have railings probably about 3 height, maybe 4 height. Same goes over there at the back. We're going to have some railings along there. I might smooth out this back area, but we've got the railings. This is going to be our main area here, and we're probably going to go up. Not too sure yet. Let's go. We've got 7, so that's 8, 9. And we're going to say that's going to be the roof. So we can go and theoretically just enclose it like so. Close it, go to the front here and close it. And then I was thinking of doing another floor above this. So something like that. And then having a kind of like a bridge up here. So something like that. And bring it up. Once again, we're going to go with, let's do 8. What is the height of this one? So that height is 9, and this height should be 9 too. Yep, there we go. So I'm happy. Height 9, height 9. And then you can imagine we're going to fill this in, and we're going to have some windows over here. And this is all going to be kind of like our decking area. We could even go back ever so slightly like that. Bring that, and we may put a crane here at the back. But not yet decided. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. We could put a big crane here at the back, but you kind of start to see the shape of what we're going with. As I said, I don't know how this is going to look. I don't know if it's going to look good or if it's going to look bad, but it's a different design. It's something new. It's something I haven't really done before. So it's interesting at the same time for me. So we could do that. We could just paint all these colors later on. If we were to get rid of, let's see, get rid of that and get rid of that. And we could do some type of windows that would be rounded off here. And get rid of that. Yeah, we could do like a little bit of a rounded design. I think that might look pretty good actually. And we could fit some windows in. So if we were to do windows there, and then you can imagine we're going to just have windows all the way through there, probably some there, and probably some there. And then the front here, we could even just go and maybe slope this. So we could do, let's see, 1, 2, yeah, we could get away with that. Maybe a slope design there. Yeah, we could do something like that. Build up the front section. We can even make this front section over here a little bit angled. So we could do something like that, and then also curve this around like we've done over here. So if we grab one of these, we can do something like that. Yeah, I'm actually thinking of maybe making this 1 wider. So if we were to get rid of that and put that there. And you can imagine that we're going to have railings. We're going to have railing up here so you can walk around on this deck. We'll have, I actually might slant this like so. We'll have railings going around the top deck. Actually, I'll leave it flat. We'll have railings going around the top deck here. We're going to have, this will be mixed of flat panel, and also we'll have some railing going through here, I think. I'm still kind of looking at these tiles and kind of thinking they're a little bit too wide, but I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think these are a little bit too chunky? But I think the front design of the boat's looking quite cool. Definitely catamaran style. Obviously, it's going to be quite a utility boat. And then let's see where this is. So this is where we are here. So that's where I want to start doing the slope, I think. So if we were to go there and then delete that and literally delete all this area here, because this will be an enclosed space later on. And we could go and put that there. Let's see, grab the wedge again, and I guess we're gonna have to delete that piece and bring that across again. So you guys can kind of start to see how it's coming together. Here we could use, I guess we could use something. So if we were to come there and grab a inverse pyramids, put it inside here, do something like that, and then I guess we would just continue that design all the way along. So if we delete it again, put it in and then drag it, and then we can do the same here and the same there. So now we can step it down to a 1x2 if it doesn't do that, and there, and then we can step it down to a 1 and drag it, and yeah, something like that. So it's a little bit different to the other side. We can even change the other side, but at least now it's completely more or less flush there, and we can carry on building. So we can get rid of that. We can get rid of pretty much all of that for now. And let's carry on going down. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. And there we go. And possibly even again down by 1. Let's go forward there. Okay. And we can delete that off. Can actually make this a little bit more flat here. So we can get rid of that. Possibly even get rid of all this. For now, fill this in over here, like so. Fill this in, and then we can just take the 1x4 wedges, and we should then create ourselves quite a nice little interior space where we can have absolutely anything we want. So we're going to put some railing around here. So let's go and get some rails, and let's see which ones we can actually get away with using here. So let's see, we're probably going to use, we're going to have to obviously offset it here somehow. So we've got this one, which is going to come out. So probably going to do, let's see if we can use this piece here. So if we do something like that, and then here we could do, let's see if I invert that again, and let's see if we can just put it up. We can do something like that, then we go straight, and then we go corner again. I am worried now because we're not going to be able to go and walk past there, so we're going to have to decrease this here. But that's fine, we can do that just now, and then we're going to go to about there, and then there, and then there. I wish we would have some angled rails here, but we don't in Stormworks. And then we could go there, and then I guess here is when we can just start using some completely angled pieces. So not that one, this one. Yeah, so we can just start using that, and then we get to this point here where we're going to do something like that. Put that in, put that in, put that in, and then come over here and we can just drag it along. So we've got the front railing section over there. This will join up somehow. As I said, this is an issue for me because now you can't really get past here. So we need to worry about that. We could move this whole section, I guess, but I don't really want to. So I guess we could just use the 1x2s like that. And then maybe the wedge pieces here, like this. But then that leaves this as being not the right length. So we could just then fill that out to make it flat. And then you could walk around there. And I said, I don't know if I'm going to continue that railing all the way along, but definitely here at the back, we're probably going to have it empty, like so. I'm probably also going to go up by 1 here. Do something like that, And that way will allow us to get some cargo and things on there. We'll have some extra doors and things for us to obviously get out and get on if we need to. So we can probably put some of these in. Let's go and put that in there. Maybe one backwards, just enough space to get in and out. And yeah, you can start to see it slowly coming together. We'll need a roof on this at some stage. And probably close that off like so. Delete the extra blocks we don't need. Close this off there. I'm just going to fill this out with some weight blocks just to get some weight in this ship at the back. Let's spawn in. Let's see what it's going to look like. It's probably going to sink instantly, isn't it? Oh no, it actually floated. It's got weight in it now, so it definitely is working much better. Let's jump over to photo mode. We've got daylight. And we can kind of see, so it looks like at the front it's a little bit too heavy at the moment, which means we need a lot more counterbalance of weight. Let's just change the time there. And let's pause it once it goes and brings the nose up a little bit. So we're just going to do a little bit of painting. So what I was thinking is just going back and replacing all the pink with white for now. And then at the same time, I was also thinking of just doing a little bit of painting. So I would love to hear you guys and let me know what you think of paint schemes. I don't know what type of paint scheme we should go for. I was thinking kind of like a white, blue, green type of design, but once again, I would love to hear you guys comments on what you think the paint scheme should be for this boat. Let's go with a dark maroon color for now, and we'll paint our waterline here, and I can just plain fill the rest later on. So let's go with a dark maroon color, and you can imagine all this is going to get filled out and painted. And this will get filled out and painted, and we can just do plain fill on the rest there, I think. And then we can go with maybe a dark blue for the rest of it. So let's do replace color, dark blue. So I was thinking something like that, and then we could go with a darkish greenish color for the deck. Let's see. Something like that. Let's see, plain fill. Dark greenish color possibly, and then maybe white or gray for the top section over here, something like that maybe. It's a very unusual different design that we usually wouldn't really see here in Stormworks, so I think, you know, different is better always. So we're going to go with that. We can paint all these extra pieces, paint this. We can always maybe even throw maybe some colors of yellow in here, or even some black. I guess we could do maybe possibly throw in a little bit of black around the deck here. Something like that. So we got a little bit of black, and then we can go with like a dark gray. Or I guess we could even go with a white color for the railing. Yeah, the white could look cool. Let's just go and paint it. Let's see what that's going to look like. So here should be a little bit easier to paint. Let's do something like that. Yeah, we could do something like, yeah, I think that might look pretty good. Let's just go and spawn it. Let's go in here and let's just do unpause and then go to the front. And yeah, I think that could look pretty cool with its paint job. Maybe some yellow for the cranes and things. Some more black here at the top. Obviously we need to fix this weight issue, so I wonder if I can do that now. So if I was to go in and we were to grab this weight blocks, just delete some at the front and then maybe go to the back and just put some more weight. You can imagine we're going to have our engines, we'll have our fuel in here, we'll have a whole bunch of things in here. So it will start balancing itself out eventually. Let's just go and spawn that in. It should be a little more back heavy now. Maybe might be too back heavy. Yeah, that was way too back heavy. I also think we might have not sealed. We have sealed that. This is theoretically sealed, so should have enough. Let's just delete some of these weight blocks and see if we can get this thing to float. and also be balanced. Probably don't need that many weight blocks. Let's get rid of that much and that much. That should be fine. Let's go and check it out. Let's see. We could also just look at our center of gravity, but that looks fine now. It's still a little heavy in the front, but I'm not really too worried about that just yet. We'll get back to it, but yeah, there we go. Nice little catamaran style offshore rescue boat that we're going to be doing, or ship should I rather say, because this is a little bit of a large scale. But yeah, I think that's a great place to end this episode off with. As always, I'd love to hear your comments in the video description below. Let me know what you think of this design. What do you think we should do for painting wise? What are the features you think we should be adding on to this? But you can imagine we might have a crane here at the back, another crane at the back maybe. We're going to have a mast here at the top, so we're going to have a nice big mast here. We could even do the engine funnel coming out here. We could do the engine funnels here at the back also, so that's another idea we can go with. We definitely be able to put some containers on this boat too, and we can get a little bit of a rife raft. We can get a whole bunch of different things going, even another crane maybe in the front, water cannons at the front maybe on either side, or even at the top. But yeah, I would love to hear your guys' comments in the video below. Definitely let me know what you think about it. And as always, I hope you have enjoyed this and found it entertaining and informative as always. And we'll see you in the next one.